Right then, we are back once again to talk a little bit about boxing, and this time it's the fight between Devin the Dream Haney and Ryan King Garcia, and what takes place in New York on the 20th of April this Saturday, or for me and the UK fans and the European fans, early in the hours of Sunday morning. We're going to be doing a live stream just to let you know. We will be here on this channel at around 4 o'clock, ready for the main event to watch Devin the Dream Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Obviously, we're here to do our predictions today, and I'm going to break down the fight and how it could possibly go. But I think we should just talk about what is going on with this fight. I mean, it's such a big fight at the Barclays Center, but it's not selling out. And I'm not sure if that's due to ticket prices. I've not really checked the ticket prices or anything like that, or the fact that people don't know if Ryan Garcia is even going to bother turning up, or if he does turn up, that he's just going to cower at the first moment possible, because there's a lot of talk about Ryan Garcia's mental health problems leading into this fight. This seems to be going through some sort of episode, a lot of people are saying. I don't know, I'm not really getting too involved with it, but it does seem like something's quite not right. We don't know, and we're only going to find out on Saturday night, or like I said, early hours of Sunday morning, if Ryan Garcia is doing the Teofimo Lopez route, where maybe he has got a lot of issues, but the only place that he feels safe and comfortable is inside that ring, and hopefully he'll be switched on and we get the best Ryan Garcia, or if we're going to get Oliver McCall type vibes and he just doesn't want to be there. We don't know. We're going to find out on Saturday night. Me, as a fan, I'm hoping that we get the best Ryan Garcia. Hopefully better than the one that was against Tank Davis, the one that's not drained, the one that is fit, fully ready to go, because Devin Haney, we know, he is always going to be fully fit and ready to go, raring to go, ready to get the W, because he is always putting in the work. And as you've seen throughout his professional career, he's just been going steadily like that up to a very good point where he's probably definitely top 5 pound for pound, potentially even top 4. Obviously, you've got the Crawford, the Inoue, the Usyks, but I think he's either 4th or 5th in there. He's got to be two-weight world champion, undisputed at lightweight. Now, obviously, the WBC champion at the 140-pound super lightweight division after beating Regis Prograis, moving up in weight at the end of last year, and absolutely demolishing Regis Prograis, by the way, just complete domination in boxing skill. But talking about the fight itself, I'm just going to base it off the fact that we're going to get two healthy and fit, mentally focused fighters here. And I think it'll be a great fight if we do get that. I really, really do. A lot of people are saying Devin Haney will comfortably win this. And you know what? I do think he'll win it. But I think Ryan Garcia will cause him some problems with that hand speed. And like Ryan Garcia has made, he's not made excuses, but he's basically said the reason he performed like that against Tank is because he was so drained and it took a lot out of him. So we'll see if he's got that little bit more energy, got a little bit more ability to take shots. We'll see. We'll see how he is, and hopefully he is, because I think the sheer speed and the accuracy that Ryan Garcia can have, I just think it could cause him some problems. I do think Devin Haney is a superior boxer. I think he's very good behind the jab, got good foot movement. But the speed and power from Ryan Garcia is a factor, and he's not rubbish at boxing. People just look at him and go, well, not the hardcores, but a lot of the casual look at him and go, just an influencer. You know, he does TikToks and he likes to do his hand speeds like this. But he was a very good amateur. There might not have been as much progression boxing-wise compared to Haney. I think Haney's gone more like that, whereas Ryan Garcia's kind of just gone a little bit like that. Maybe it's not quite the same trajectory, and I suppose we'll find out how well he's been getting on with Derek James since he's linked up with him as well. Obviously, last fight against Oscar Duarte, he was with Derek James, and he was doing a shoulder roll and turning around like this. So hopefully it's not quite as turning his back. Hopefully he's focused, and if he is going to shoulder roll, cover up behind that shoulder properly instead of doing this. Not that I'm saying I'm an expert at the old Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll, however you want to call it, the Philly shell. I just, hopefully, to be honest, I hope that's gone. I hope they don't do that again, but if it is there, hopefully it's a little bit tighter and a little bit more fluent, because let's just say it wasn't the best looking thing against Oscar Duarte. But in that Oscar Duarte fight, Ryan Garcia did get the finish showing his power, showing his speed. Hopefully the footwork's improved. Hopefully he's going behind that jab a little bit more. Hopefully he's not left hook happy as well. Hopefully he's using that right hand, because he does carry power in both hands. I know he likes to throw that left hook a lot, but hopefully he's just not become so predictable, because that's what I would say he was against Tank Davis. Very predictable, not really setting anything up, just kind of throwing the uppercut left hook, sometimes the right hand, and Tank was easily reading it, and he slipped under there was actually the first knockdown. He actually slipped under a left hook and hit him with his own left hand, and that was the first knockdown, really. Beautiful knockdown that was, by the way. So hopefully he is progressing with Derek James. This is obviously me thinking that he's fully focused on training camp. He's been putting in the work. Hopefully there is improvements. Hopefully we see him on Saturday night. And like I said, I hope it's a great fight. But talking about Devin Haney, like I said, there's not many people in boxing who are like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. They both want the big fights. Garcia showed that he wants the big fights with Tank, stepping in there with Devin. Maybe he's doing it for the wrong reasons. Maybe he's just doing to check out. But we've got to look at it from face value, and you can see he wants the competition. This is obviously his first world title fight, whereas this is Devin's 9th. He's had 8 world title fights previous. This is his 9th. So that shows the levels and where one is at and where the other is at in the professional game. Because if you didn't know, and I don't know if I've already said this, but they're 3-3 in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia was a very good amateur. There's a lot of praise, a lot of talk about Ryan Garcia as an amateur, and Devin was actually able to beat him 3 times, and the 3 apiece. So whoever wins this one will have the overall outcome in fights between each other. Obviously, the amateur game is completely different to this game, to the professional game. We've got longer rounds, more rounds, and it's just a completely different. It's basically, it's like 2 different sports, really. One's point scoring, one's about, well, trying to knock someone out, really. If we're being honest, it's to trying to set up the knockout, break down opponents, stuff like that. It's more of the professional game. Yeah, but Devin Haney, going back to him, I mean, there's not many people with a resume like him. He fought Jojo Diaz. He's fought Gamboa. Obviously, Gamboa on the slide a little bit, or on the slide a lot, if we're being honest. Jorge Linares, Kambosos twice, Lomachenko, big name. And then obviously Regis Prograis as well, who before that fight was arguably the best 140-pounder with Teofimo Lopez. So the names on the resume is unrivaled, really, when you think about it. He really has shown that he is about it. And the boxing ability is just getting better. And you know what he showed? A little bit of pop in his previous fight at 140. He managed to drop Regis Prograis. And Regis Prograis has been dropped before, but it was a very nice right hand. And we're going to see if he's got that capability to stop someone. Is Ryan Garcia going to get stopped? Is he going to sit down on his punches? He's looking big. He's shredded and big. He's looking very, very lean. And obviously he's already speaking about that he's probably going to fight at 147 later on in his career. Obviously, I'd like to see him fight at 140 for the next few years at least. Because, I mean, there's some great fights here. The 135, 140, and obviously 147 as well. But the 135, 140, there's so many good fighters. You've got Tank, obviously you've got Shakur Steven, you've got Lomachenko, who's already in there, you've got Frank Martin, you've got, obviously Boot Tennis is a 147, but then if you look at 140, you've got Teofimo, you've got Matthias. I mean, you've got some great fighters. You really, really do, in and around this weight division. So hopefully they all manage to fight each other, and hopefully stays around that 140 for the next couple of years. Maybe goes and tries to unify against Teofimo or Matthias. But we'll see. But for my predictions for the fight, if I'm being honest, I do believe Devin Haney wins, and I think he wins. I think he wins by decision. I think I am going on the side that Ryan Garcia has been fully focused during training, and this is going to be the best outcome for him. Being in that ring, that's when he's dialed in, and that's when he's at his calmest. That's what I'm hoping, because I really want to see. I like Ryan Garcia. He's shown that he wants the big fights. He's shown he wants to get mixy. And I think if he loses this fight emphatically, if he gets stopped again, I think the star power of Ryan Garcia really does go from really high, because he is a big star, to quite low. I really do think it will diminish quite quickly if he gets stopped emphatically, because people will realise that he's either he can't cut it at this level, or he just doesn't really want to put in the hard miles that the other fighters do. But I saying that, he does look like he's in good shape, similar to Devin Haney. He's looking lean, he's looking mean. Hopefully these two put on an absolutely great fight. I'm going Devin Haney by decision, but I think it'll be a good one. I think Ryan Garcia is going to bring it, and yeah, I hope Ryan Garcia can get out of it with some notability. Even if he loses, if it's competitive, then you can sell the other big fights, can't you? You really can, because Devin Haney's one of the best. So you can still sell a Garcia versus, I don't know, maybe Teofimo. I'm trying to think of people off the top of your head, but you can still throw him in there if it is competitive. But yeah, that's my breakdown of the fight. I think he'll win through his boxing skills. He'll get behind that jab. He'll fire in the right hand when needed, but his jab's brilliant and his defense is very solid as well. So I think he'll box his way to a decision, but I don't think it'll be as easy as the Regis Prograis fight. I might be wrong, and I could be coming back to you reacting to this, and Devin Haney's put on an absolute clinic, and Ryan Garcia may or may not have, or may shouldn't have been in the ring in the first place. We'll see, and I suppose we'll be back to you after the fight, but we will also be live for the fight, so don't forget to check out on the channel about 4 o'clock UK time. I'll just make sure to double check when the ring walks are, but we'll be live on this channel for a live stream for the main event, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia for the WBC 140-pound title, super lightweight division. Let's get it on. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. That's it from me today, and I'll see you on the next one.